Shalom, call hello, Yahweh Shemiel Shai, Bahashim Kalkwadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops, a great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the brother slash elder Yashawan. Shalom and salutations to you all. This is the WW3 Daily Update. Try to keep this real short. So a real quick one on Venezuela. Joel 3 and 9, we're just going to go down. All right, proclaim this among the nations, prepare for war. Rouse the warriors, let all the fighting men draw near and attack. Let all the fighting men draw near and attack. Say to the nations far and wide, get ready for war. Call out your best warriors. Let all your fighting men advance for the attack. Okay, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Let all the men of war advance and attack. Draw near, let them come up. Come forward, have them come up. Come to the front, right? The front lines. Let all the men of war approach. Let them come head to head, right? To the front line. Proclaim this among the nations, or Salakia. Proclaim this among the pagan nations, prepare for war, stir up, prepare for holy war. Stir up the mighty men, let all the men of war come near. Let them come up. Salakia, here's the holy war. Proclaim this among the nations, prepare for holy war. Rouse the warriors, let all the men of war advance and attack. Advance and attack. Draw near, let them come up. Get ready, be eager to fight. Line up. Line, what line? Front line. The front. Right? Advance to the front. Okay? Do we get advance up here? All men draw near, advance. Forward, the front lines. Advance to the front line. Okay? Salakia. Come up, advance. To the front. Line up. Front line. Okay? Draw near, let them come up, warriors. Come near. Soldiers march. Gather all your soldiers and march. Approach. Advance, attack. Advance, attack. Draw near. Why am I going through all of this? Right? Jake needs to hear things 20 times so he'll complain. As soon as you complain 3 times in a row, I'll move to something else. Advance, approach, ascend, means to come up. March, report. Okay, you get the idea. Go up. An hour ago, News 4 in San Antonio. U.S. Venezuela military moves. What do? They're moving toward the front. Ratchet up tensions. Risk of armed conflict. It says tensions are rising between U.S. and Venezuela, with an American carry strike group arriving in the region and Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro mobilizing his force. What does it mean to mobilize your forces? Your military force. To mobilize. They're advancing. Getting ready. The Pentagon said the USS Gerald R. Ford, which is the world's largest aircraft carrier, entered the region Tuesday in support of the Trump administration's mission to disrupt narcotics trafficking and degrade and dismantle transnational criminal organizations. Right. I'm not going to read all that. Narcotics, controlling narcotics, stupid. And they talk about him right there in the, those Those aren't suspected drug boats. They were drug boats. No, they're not. So what? Not about drugs. That's stupid. Yeah, we're gonna go to war with a country because of drugs. Okay. You believe that for a moment? Let's watch this.
I'm Atra El Washington. Tensions between the United States and Venezuela are rising quickly as both countries ramp up their military postures in or near Venezuela.
Ramp up their military postures. Where? On the front lines. Who's attacking who here? Who's threatening who here? Well, Babylon the Great is the beast is running rampant right now. Right? The Great Red Dragon is running around.
Trump administration says it's focused on counter-narcotics, but there are real questions about whether the U.S. will launch strikes inside the country. As America's growing military presence near Venezuela draws closer, Nicolas Maduro's government is mobilizing its own forces.
¡Despliega todo el personal!
Videos like this showing the beginning of what will be massive military exercises involving 200,000 troops in the air, land, and sea.
Nosotros seguiremos.
We will continue in our determination to prepare ourselves to defend our homeland.
Vladimir. Who's he named after? Right? Vlad, you speak a little Russian there, Vlad?
In all areas, whatever the threat, its intensity, its proportion, etc.
This came shortly after the U.S. military announced the Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group, with 4,000 sailors aboard, led by the world's largest aircraft carrier, entered Southern Command Tuesday.
On the U.S. side, it's plainly too large for a pure counter-narcotics operation. On Venezuela's side, I think the Maduro regime is sort of trying to simultaneously show resolve, but also not poke the bear too much.
The Pentagon says these forces will enhance and augment existing capabilities to disrupt narcotics trafficking and degrade and dismantle transnational criminal organizations. Since early September, on almost a weekly basis, the U.S. has carried out lethal strikes on boats in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific that the Trump administration says were transporting drugs to the United States. Like these two suspected drug boats hit Sunday. The Pentagon says 6 people were killed. On Tuesday, news broke that the United Kingdom is suspending sharing intelligence about suspected drug boats in the Caribbean with the United States.
The UK is potentially having concerns about the legality or the ethics, or the optics, for that matter, of U.S. strikes on drug boats.
The UK may also be concerned about what the Trump administration could do next.
They want to cooperate, but they don't want to be complicit, I think, in a regime change operation or in unilateral U.S. military attacks on Venezuela.
Colombia also halting its intelligence sharing with the U.S. Now, President Trump has maintained that regime change is not his goal. He's also confirmed he authorized covert CIA operations inside Venezuela. Washington, I'm Atra El Washington.
Yeah, and Bibi Netanyahu's goal is not regime change in Iran, right? That's crazy. Coveting fields is what you're doing, right? Oil fields. They covered oil fields and seized Salakia. Micah 2 and 2 in the King James. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away, so they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. That's what they're doing over there in running up on Venezuela. You don't run up on a man's home like that. Talking about drugs and shit. Motherfucker, what's going on over here? Shalom, call everybody that you've been dealing with for the past 80 years with these drugs. And it's not even Venezuela, it's Colombia. All right, it's Peru. Okay? Ain't nothing coming out of Venezuela. Come on. That's stupid. Except for oil. Oops. Shit, how do I get out? So that's good right there. I was going somewhere else, but that jumped in there. good. That's good. Yeah, we'll end it right there. The point has been made. You just can't trust this guy. All right, they're already moving. This is, your reason for invading the country of Venezuela is a couple of drug boats. That's stupid first. Okay, a couple of drug boats. Oh, we're blowing up drug boats coming up. No, you're starting a fucking war is what you're doing. Why? Because you need that oil for what? That's how we got there. You need that oil for this. Revelation 1 and 14, Third World War. Revelation 11 and 14 in the Berean Standard Bible. The second woe has passed. Behold, the third woe is coming shortly. Third woe, World War III. Second woe, World War II. Pretty simple, huh? With that, we hope the elect were edified. It's coming. These fools are trying to figure out. They need, hey, with all this shit coming out on Trump right now, I'm surprised they haven't struck already. Shalom.